Facebook is refusing to change its policy, even though it is getting quite a bit of backlash from the drag queen community in San Francisco. Yes, well, drag queen community, I guess, worldwide, more so. But particularly in San Francisco. So San Francisco drag queens are sparring with Facebook over a policy requiring people to use their real names rather than the drag names, such as, Pollo Del Mar or Heckline. I guess Hecklana, I don't know. But the world's biggest social media network is not budging from its rule. In recent weeks, Facebook has been deleting profiles of self-described drag queens and other performers who use stage names because they do not comply with the social media site that requires the users go up by their real names on the site. On Wednesday, Facebook declined to change its policy after meeting with the drag queens and members of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. The company said that it usually deletes accounts with fake names after investigating user complaints. The policy is wrong and misguided, says the San Francisco City Council, but it doesn't matter. Facebook continues to push this policy. The drag queens and other LGBT groups say Facebook account holders fear using their real names for various reasons, including threats of their safety and employment. I gotta tell you, on this one, I agree with the drag queens. I don't really understand the big deal. I mean, think about all the people on Facebook who are like catfishing people, right? There's a whole show dedicated to people who catfish people on Facebook. And you won't let a drag queen use their name. It just seems to be sort of, it seems to be like a double standard that is, just wrong on many levels. And I think, we got to do something to fix that. But it's going to really require that Facebook start to have a conversation to understand where the drag queen and the LGBTQ community is coming from. Because you can't help somebody understand why a policy doesn't work until you understand the policy implications for the group that you're talking to. And so I do what I will say. With that being said, I applaud Facebook for even having the initial meeting about it. But now the question becomes, is what can Facebook do to change the policy to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen anymore, happen again, or fix it for the better? I don't know if Facebook's committed to doing that. And that is, for me, is where the problem lies. Right? If, Pollo Del Mar wants to use her Facebook name, I don't see what have a profile with her Facebook. I don't see what the problem is. Doesn't Facebook get ad revenue anyway? Just saying.